Greetings, Chaos Cavaliers. Oh no, my avatar is not working. Give me a second. Dang it. Every single time. Anyway. Welcome! We're going to be doing a little bit more of... Oh, wow, why am I so far off screen? What is going on? Why am I so big?
Hello,
oh
friend.
No, the background! Greetings, Revan. Welcome, welcome. Everything is scuffed. Everything, all the time, everywhere. Also, why is the background not working? It's because I have to open a thing.
Tired?
A little bit. Definitely not as much as I was the last time I streamed on a Sunday. Why aren't you showing what you're supposed to be showing? Please show the thing you are supposed to be showing. That would be very nice. Why? There we go. I had to draw something. Ah, here we are. Now we can get back to the art. If you can call this art. Whatever this horrid abomination is, but welcome, welcome. One and all. Why? Everything's so scuffed. Why was it so off-center from the screen? Anyway, welcome, welcome. Let's have a little bit of fun, shall we? Let's get right into it. I think. That foot looks so wrong, but we're gonna roll with it. Maybe something a little bit more like a series of belts here, instead of a, I'm on the wrong layer! No, that's not right. Okay, what is the layer with the...
Okay, so I'm just going to quickly recap the messages I've sent you over the last few days.
Okay... Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. Here we go. What? Oh, why am I still on that one? I thought I was on this one. There we go.
On Discord.
Yeah, no, I understood what you were talking about. I was confused at what I was doing, because I am dumb. And if it's, if the background music is a little too loud for anyone, just let me know and I'll, what is that?
Okay, so the names of each of the 7 archdevils.
Okay. No, that's not right. I remember there was a
Archdevil
way
of
to do
Pride.
this.
True name: Alastair, Archdevil of Wrath. True name: Malachine, Archdevil of Lust. True name: Desirin, Archdevil of Gluttony. True name: Gormand, Archdevil of Sloth.
Ah, you broke it. Oh no. It's broken. I'll finish where it's left off. Archdevil of Sloth, true name Malarin Arch. Devil of Greed, true name Averin Archdevil. Oh wait, no. Archdevil. Melarin. Archdevil of Greed. True name, Avra. Archdevil of Envy. True name, Invidious. Neat. Alright, I'm going to use the power of the mouse. Okay, that was odd. Ah! Come on. There we go. That looks better. Ah! Cease and desist. Well, actually, that looks pretty shit. Ow! Because it needs to line up with this new back that we're making for him, which is way skinnier. Let me fix... There we go. That should be fixed. Anyway, back to some art. Giving us some belts and shit. Actually, we should probably create a general, like, idea for where his back is going. Oh, that looks awful. What kind of disease did you get? You see, the problem is this fucking this thing here. Shit. That was like angled inwards, which made it impossible to create a backwards arch, which looks stupid and imbecilic. Ah, mate. Huh? Your base. Oh, damn it. Alright, fucking fine. There we go. Wunderbar. Kind of. It's a work in progress. It's definitely going to look a little bit exaggerated. Oh, this doesn't make any sense, damn it. Oh my gosh, what have I done? What have I created? What is this horrid abomination? Look at that. Look at his back. That makes no logical sense. Again, he is not going to be like this. I'm going to fix him. Through the power of cropping.
Wi-Fi went out.
Oh, you didn't miss anything. You just missed me, breaking his back. Cut selection to new layer. There we go. We have to kill
But what you
this.
think of the names?
Oh, I thought they were pretty neat. Unfortunately, they killed TTS, so I had to read them out myself. But, yeah, pretty damn cool. Also, you should be down here with the rest of everything. What? Wait a minute. No. I was on layer 7. I should be down here with this. And now we take this. We rotate it. So that it doesn't look fucking moronic. Although I'm not sure it's possible to avoid that.
I took the names from the names that mean those words, like gourmand means gluttonous, but I changed the name a little.
Yeah, I think I remember you mentioning that. Now, if we take away this, it might work. Maybe. Why am I on paint level 4 now? What happened?
Alright, next
to
Pride
do
father
this.
of Lionin, Lion Devil people. Wrath father of orcs.
Oh, interesting. You know, I haven't put as much thought into my deities as I probably should have. I mean, I will, but also I probably should have put more thought into them at this point. I think we're going to have to move this whole assembly up.
Lust parent of the changelings.
Yes, I saw that one on Discord. That makes sense, in my opinion.
Gluttony father of vampires.
Interesting. That is an interesting choice. I think that's where things will have to be.
Sloth father of trolls.
Interesting. Also, you be destroyed. Interesting. So that would mean, so if we do it this way,
Greed father of hobgoblins, envy father of goblins.
interesting. Hobgoblins and goblins have two different fathers. That is interesting. So we would have to... What layer is that on? This one. We would have to destroy this and remodify it. Otherwise, it will look dumb.
Associated elements of the Archdevils: Pride Lightning, Wrath Fire, Lust Shadow, Gluttony Void, Sloth Dreams, Greed Earth, Envy Water.
Alright. Sounds sensible. Interesting. That's looking a little bit better. A tiny bit. He still looks a little bit stupid, but yeah, what can you do? It's a little bit loud for my taste. Ah! I should probably make this a new layer. It is in all probability a good idea. You generally want to make sure that you're adding a bunch of different little layers when you're doing art and shit. Even with not so strictly art stuff, it's generally a good idea.
I feel like the trolls being the children of Sloth makes pretty good sense.
Yeah? Just, I don't usually see that connection, but it does make sense. Especially with them sitting in their little caves all the time, doing bloody haggle. Why did I keep on holding on to it? What was that? What was...
Gluttony being the father of vampires was something I found was rather clever of me.
Yes, that is clever. That one struck me as, oh. Yes, that does make quite a bit of sense. Because what is a vampire? A vampire is a parasite, one who gorges themselves on others to sate their own appetite. And what kind of sin would you associate a parasite with? Why, something a bit gluttonous, of course. It's rather ingenious. And I remember you, like, thinking about having Wendigos be the children of gluttony. That one just felt a little too on the nose. But vampires, that one feels just right. I agree with you on this. Ooh, I should make this another layer. In case I want to, like, adjust his leg position or something. Ah, what happened there? One idea I've had for the longest time. Oh, shit. That doesn't look quite right.
Also, the vampires look like either bat people or very pale, skinny, malnourished people with sharp ears.
Right, you mentioned how vampirism is more of a fucking curse of a damn disease than any kind of true blessing. I do remember that. I'm assuming the ones that look like bats are the ones that have like gotten that special treatment, and now they're like super vampires or something. I'm terribly forgetful. I don't know exactly how it worked.
Different world.
Oh, interesting. Oh, right. That was the fantasy world. This is the high school adventure of horror and doom.
No schooling involved, actually.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just that like general like age area for the protagonist and all that. High school adventure doesn't necessarily have to have high school in it. Just people that would be going to high school. Oh wait, no, that's another fucking layer, you idiot. Right.
But yeah, vampires are really just devils, but you can be infected with vampirism.
Oh, so there's the vampire devils, and they can spread a curse upon you. Assuming you'd become a thrall. There we go. Details. Oh, I love my details. I can very easily get way too caught up in putting in a bunch of like pointless details. Goodness gracious. I love drawing armor. I've drawn armor for a very long time. I personally adore the process of piecing together the shapes for armor. For goodness sake, am I terrible at drawing the fucking greaves, or whatever the actual name for shoe bits is. Every time it looks like a hopeless abomination. This has been the most effective way for me to make some armored shoes. Just put together 3 shapes, and then have an existential crisis of how the fuck the back part works. I usually end up doing something around like this, which is probably very wrong, and then just give them an ankle. It looks so stupid. Look at my shame. Gaze upon the idiocy.
But yeah, you can probably guess which type was human first.
Probably the skinny mofos. If I had to guess, which I apparently do. Shit. Shit. This is all wrong from the start. What is... You notice something that I did wrong with this? Here's one little mistake I made. One little goof I have performed. One little itsy bitsy fumble,
Yeah.
as it were. Fuck's sake. I made the shoe and the upper thigh the same fucking layer.
Ha! I paused by accident.
Oh, yep, that happens. Oh, I hate myself sometimes, and I'm not going to let it stay the same layer, because if I want to adjust his limbs and how his body is contorted, I need them to be separate. So, we crop. We crop like our lives depend on it. We cut selection to no layer. Fuck, stop that. Cease and desist. Damn it. And now we murder this thing because it's always going to be an issue. You will accidentally, randomly carve out a piece of the scenery or some such nonsense. Wait, which one's the shoe?
Okay, so Luke's personality will
There it
shift
is.
slightly when he gets the blood of pride.
Yep, that makes sense. I assume it would be something he has to struggle through, retaining his own sense of self and not becoming a total entitled dickhead. Okay, which one am I on? I need, yes, this one. This one. Roger, better. Since there isn't much I'm talking about at the moment, I'm going to go on a tangent about something that probably most people that watch me don't give a shit about. And that is, an interesting little thing that I have been... Why is this on a lower layer? It doesn't make any sense. Get above everything. What the fuck? And that is a little idea that's been stirring around inside my head. Regarding the fucking 80s and 90s action figure toy line. Wait a minute. This. I need to give this guy the rest of his leg. There we go. But the 90s and 80s toy line, G.I. Joe. Now, G.I. Joe, if you don't know, is a series about G.I. Joe, a highly trained special missions force. Its purpose to defeat Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization bent on ruling the world. I think it's actually, the quote is actually, determined to rule the world. That's the entire premise. There are these Cobra dudes, and they want to rule the world. And G.I. Joe has been designated to stop that shit.
I've watched that when I was 5.
Yeah. So yeah, the general premise, G.I. Joe versus Cobra, it makes sense. You have some key characters like Duke Hauser, General Hawk, Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, Scarlet, Flint, Lady J, Roadblock, characters like that. Of course, the Roadblock, Duke, Flint, Scarlet, Lady J, Snake Eyes, they're on the G.I. Joe team. And then you have the Cobra guys like Cobra Commander, Destro, Scarlet. No, wait, what the fuck did I just say? No, not Scarlet. The Baroness, and Storm Shadow, all on the Cobra side. And that's how the formula has worked from the very beginning. There is no real change from that. About the only change that has occurred from that was when G.I. Joe Renegades happened. And G.I. Joe Renegades was, I think, the most recent animated series for G.I. Joe that essentially had the Joes as a bunch of, like, late teenagers and young adults who were trying to uncover the conspiracy of a company known as Cobra, who was trying to take over the world in a much more clandestine way, trying to take control of the
You
systems.
unlocked a memory I didn't.
Oh, I unlocked a secret memory.
Didn't even know I had.
Oh, really? Of what? Come on. There we go. Ah, it looks awful. And I made it all one continuous line again because I'm a fucking idiot. Damn it. But yeah, Renegades was the only real change to the formula.
The G.I. Joe Renegade show, I watched that on Netflix when I was super young, and I really liked it.
Yeah, Renegades was an interesting shake-up of the established kind of dynamic that G.I. Joe and Cobra had. G.I. Joe and Cobra was always the special transmission force of commando dudes against the rather incompetent terrorists, Cobra. That's how it had really been without much change. I think the biggest change to that besides Renegades was Sigma 6, and Sigma 6 did not change things for the better. They had its fans, but it was objectively pretty bad. The only other one that kind of changed things slightly was Resolute, which it's an animated movie. Fun fact, you can actually go and watch all of these on G.I. Joe's official YouTube channel. They're all available to watch. But Resolute just kind of made Cobra Commander more brutal, and also there we go, that looks a little less intrusive. It made Cobra Commander a little bit more brutal, and also allowed the a little bit more brutality because it was directed at adults, so people were actually dying this time instead of just ejecting out of at the last minute or everyone having stormtrooper aim. So there hasn't been much shake-up of the formula. I had this idea of shaking up the formula in a very different way. A very, very different way. And that was to have a G.I. Joe version of the Shattered Glass dimension. Now, if you don't know what the Shattered Glass dimension is, it's a it's an alternate reality for the Transformers series. Basically, the idea is that it's a switcheroo, where all of the good guys are bad guys, and all of the bad guys are good guys. The Decepticons are fighting against the oppressive Autobots, and they have cool color changes, and kind of have like a cool, like, different take on their respective personalities. And I thought, why not just do that for G.I. Joe? Why not give another, like, look at the G.I. Joe world, but through a different kind of angle, a different perspective? One where Cobra are the good guys, where Cobra are trying to fight against...
The Decepticons logo has always been cooler, though they do look super similar.
But yeah, my idea is simply, why not have a universe where Cobra, well, they're the good guys, and G.I. Joe, they're the bad guys. And I started thinking more and more about it. And now I'm going to rant about my take on what a Shattered Glass version of G.I. Joe would look like. How I envision it, kind of...
Before you do that, 1 sec.
Oh. Okay. A little bit of an odd request, but... alright. I'm curious. Now we're just sitting in silence. Oh. Oh, okay. We didn't even get to hear it.
I just got reminded of a scene I had, where I had this scene planned out where he says this. You're pathetic, you are just some mongrel who can't even decide who you really are. He said, his voice cold and his eyes glowing purple.
And it ends with a little message. Sorry, had to do this. Been waiting to tell someone about this scene. Well, it's a cool scene. I would rather not have an interruption when I'm on a train of thought that can end up making me lose where I was lose what I was thinking about. But it's alright for this time. But yeah, so I see this Shattered Glass version of G.I. Joe starting with Cobra Commander as a normal citizen who I'm seeing him as maybe a businessman or like a local businessman or something like that, who has a very, very strong um, conviction about the America that he lives in. What did I do with the other foot? Alright. Stupid thing. And he wants to... And he... Well, I guess I'm not really giving enough context, am I? Basically, he lives in an America that has grown extremely oppressive, extremely controlling, and one where there isn't really a lot of freedom for anyone. And a new quote-unquote anti-terrorism branch of the government has just been announced and put into action. This anti-terrorism branch being, of course, G.I. Joe. Now, they aren't really an anti-terrorism branch. That's simply what they're called by the government. No, instead, they are basically a group of powerful soldiers brought together by the government to put down any kind of retaliation, rebellion, or insurrection. And that includes anyone that's simply speaking out or protesting. This is a world where the concept of a... Why did I do that? This is a world where the concept of freedom of speech has kind of gone out the window. And there are people who start to grow discontent with this state of affairs, Cobra Commander being one of them. He begins to rally people behind his cause. He starts protesting and doing a little bit of rebellion, trying to keep free of the G.I. Joes and their searches for him and others like him. And that's kind of the first part of the story, where he's starting this rebellion, this movement against this unjust action against the people. And the story kind of continues as he recruits more and more individuals to his side. So you get characters added on to his little entourage of freedom fighters, like the Baroness, or Storm Shadow, or Firefly. And it keeps on... the group and the movement keeps on growing as they're in this kind of, like, rebellion, freedom fighter mode, where they're sneaking through streets and sabotaging government work camps and stuff like that. And then it eventually starts evolving into something bigger, where other individuals join the fight. Individuals with power. Individuals with the resources to make this little tiny rebellion into something far bigger. For example, say an arms dealer who owns a weapon development company like Destro, or maybe a couple of brothers in the well, in basically every business there is. That's basically what Extensive Enterprises was. They were just any business that was convenient at the time, uh, deciding to aid this growing rebellion with their capital and their resources. And that's when this little group of Cobras trying to fight for something better becomes something bigger and turn into something more closely resembling the Cobra organization that we know, but simply fighting for something better. And I have like ideas for their alternate outfits and everything, and little tweaks on their personalities, all that good stuff that is strictly necessary with a alternate timeline sort of scenario. Like, it's absolutely necessary. You can't have that without the cool different outfits and everything. Yeah, it's just something that's been stirring in my head for a little bit. I wanted to mention it because there is a good chance that I might randomly decide to draw some of the ideas I've had for this hypothetical. Fucking damn it. That's not what I needed. I need to be on this layer. I might end up drawing some of the designs that I have for this hypothetical world and setting. Like, I really want to draw this world's version of Cobra Commander. I see him having a as his like first look when he's just a freedom fighter and hasn't fully created the organization known as Cobra. I see him in like a blue business suit and nothing else except his like iconic like hood mask, and that's it. That's his entire outfit for when he's a freedom fighter. But then when he transitions into this military leader of this organization fighting for freedom, he ends up having like a imagine a Union officer's uniform from the Civil War with a saber at his side, and the general military uniform style of that time period. And I imagine the I imagine Firefly. If you don't know, he's the saboteur of Cobra. He's like a sneaky sabotage man, but he's he isn't a ninja. That's Storm Shadow's whole thing. Where should I put this? Definitely below the hood layer. I imagine him as this, as you know, those guys that have the that have like their own collection of guns and a whole tactical like setup ready for whenever they have to defend themselves against the government or the commies invading or some shit. I imagine him as something like that. He's just this like doom prepper who probably had a military background, who decides to finally make a difference and start fighting against the government and joins Cobra. So yeah, I I really like the idea of putting some of these designs that I have floating around in my head down and start and like creating something here. So yeah, this basically that whole tangent was to serve as a warning that I may at some random point just start making alternate reality G.I. Joe designs for no like reason. Well, it would be no reason if I didn't explain it.
Fine with me.
Hell yeah. Fun fact, I actually discovered that there's a G.I. Joe game on Steam. It doesn't look very good, but it's fascinating that it exists. It's like this third-person shooter, kind of like Gears of War, if Gears of War was intensely boring. Shit. I just find it very interesting that it is a thing that exists. I did not expect to find any really G.I. Joe games, except for maybe the, oh wait, no, I can just put this below, like, everything. Why are the legs above the... Doesn't matter. Why is this bit of the torso above the other bit of the torso? That does not make sense. What am I doing? There we go. That looks better. Well, it doesn't look better, it just is better, and I'm less annoyed by myself. Nah. Right now we need to focus on this lad. This good old chap. This fellow.
Oh, sorry about interrupting you. I had been waiting to show someone that scene for a while.
It's fine. I'd just like you to know in the future to just wait until a topic is finished or something like that. I just don't want topics and ideas to get like scrambled up and for things to get like confusing or like having me like just completely forget. Because that has happened in the past. I have repeatedly accidentally forgotten what I was talking about because I get because something else is said, and then I get going on an entirely different tangent. It's more so a measure to avoid
I mean, I normally make a bookmark in my mind at the previous conversation.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, with how many rabbit trails I go down in conversation, that can be very difficult. This needs to be beneath this mask. But probably should be above everything else. Yeah, it's just a personal thing with me where if I end up talking about something and then and then another topic shows up, I end up usually getting very sidetracked. I don't feel like I have like ADHD normally, but when in a conversation, it is very easy for me to display the general symptoms of ADHD. Here we go. Ugh, this looks so stupid. It looks so dumb. Ah, damnation. This arm is definitely
I just
too long,
randomly
though.
got reminded of that scene.
How am I going to do this? That's far too long, but I keep on feeling like I'm making it far too short. Maybe have a little bit of a bend to the arm. Something like that. Maybe. Well, this arm is going to look very stupid. That's just an unfortunate reality of the situation. It's going to look exceedingly goofy. Need a general shape to follow. Otherwise, I end up making something really fucking goofy looking. And I feel like so I'm doing these like hard lines with my like with like the mouse, but I feel like I end up my cabinet is crooked. Goodness sake. Stop that. Cease and desist. But I feel like I end up doing better at rough sketches with the actual pen. Then again, maybe I don't. Also, I think it just needs to be a little bit longer. Just a tiny smidge longer. Did anyone see that trailer for the Twisted Metal movie? Starring Will Smith. That one made me very surprised. No, don't fucking warp it, you dimwit. Move it. Maybe a little bit more outstretched. Similar to the original pose. Maybe warp it a little bit. But yeah, it surprises me because of all the video game titles or licenses that I thought might get a movie, because, you know, with the massive success of those Mario movie and how well The Last of Us show is doing, and how much of a turnaround the Sonic movie series turned out to be, it's very, very clearly likely that we're going to get more video game based movies. But of all the video game based movie licenses that I expected to see as a movie, Twisted Metal is not one of them. That is truly bizarre. Why? I don't think we've had a Twisted Metal game for over a decade. Why the Twisted Metal series? It's a very peculiar choice. I find it rather odd that they decided that of all the possibilities, Twisted fucking Metal. Twisted fucking Metal. Well, hopefully it doesn't end up being a steaming pile of horse dung. That would be a bit of a letdown to the poor Twisted Metal fans that have just gotten the very weird, revival to the series that they love. How many Twisted Metal fans are out there? I don't know. But hey, it's back, I guess. Woohoo. Very peculiar. There we go. I feel like this needs to be a little bit more natural. Speaking of video game movies, what video games do you think are going to get a movie next? Or a TV series, you know, whichever one. Which do you think are going to end up lucky enough to get an adaptation? I assume a lot of narrative-based games are going to get adapted into movie form. I know, like, for a fact, I can't remember if it was confirmed or not, but I know for a fact there's going to be a Zelda one. I'm pretty sure it was actually. I'm actually pretty sure it was confirmed. But, like, that seemed like the obvious choice for Nintendo to do. What happened? Where did my pencil go? Oh, I'm sitting on it. How did I end up sitting on it? It was in my lap! But yeah, that one seems a pretty obvious choice to me. But I have heard that in the Super Mario movie, what the hell are you? What the balls is that? Oh, I think it's shading. Yeah, that makes more sense. What was I talking about? Oh, right. Um, I have heard that in the damn Mario movie, it was noticed that there was a very interesting lack of any references to Zelda, um, to Zelda, or to Kirby, or to Metroid. Now, again, it seems very probable that we're going to get a Zelda movie, but I love the concept of getting um a Metroid movie. The Metroid universe is one with some pretty damn cool storytelling, and lore. It is one of the better Nintendo properties, in my opinion. I made it all one thing again, didn't I? Damnation. Yeah, I can crop it later if it's an issue. But yeah, I personally find the idea of getting a uh, Metroid movie very enticing. It's such an obvious choice for movie potential. I really hope we get a Metroid movie, and I really hope that it is good. What fucking layer are we on? Damn it. I really hope that if we do get a Metroid movie, it is very good. What the fuck? Oh, right. I'm still on the eraser. It's all we can really do. Hope. But damn, I'm going to hope hard for a good Metroid movie. I can't wait for the third Sonic movie. I get the overwhelming feeling that that shit is going to go hard. Alright, I think we have the basic thing down. Oh my gosh, he looks absolutely awful. And no, this is not bearskin. Mm. Mm. Definitely a little bit too far out. And cutting tool, please. adjust the pose on this just a tad bit. But yeah, the Sonic movies, the third Sonic movie, I think, is going to go fucking hard. They're doing basically everything good that they could possibly do. They're acknowledging the past. They're taking massive cues from the games, the good games specifically. Specifically, the ones that were good. Oh, that looks like he broke his arm. Look at that shit. He just has his arm dangling there. No, let's not have him have a broken arm. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the layer. There it is. Is there a mirror option for the layer? Yes, there is. It's over here now, but okay. The hand looks wrong, but we can turn that into a new layer.
I just imagined him dropping into that pose after running with a plume of smoke beside him where his far leg is.
This arm is fucking rough. Of all the things I expected to be a fucking issue for me, this arm was not one of them. Alright, so now we have to... Let's cut his hand off. And then, let's take the layer of his hand. First, let's kill this. Let's take the layer of his hand. Then mirror that. Because we have to now it's over there. But now it should be the right orientation. We have to overcomplicate every single thing. Because this is one of my projects. And everything is overcomplicated. Oh, that looks so stupid. Might just have to create a different hand. Looks like he's doing some kind of stretch before a run.
Pointer finger out.
Alright, let's just undo all of this bullshit. Here we go. What the fuck? No, not that layer. This one. No, not that one. This one. There we go. Goodness sake. Oh, actually, that looks pretty good. That's looking pretty good, actually. This should be below this layer. There we go. That actually doesn't look half bad. Fascinating. Alright. fix this shit up so it doesn't look like another travesty. There we are. And going to have to get rid of this shit. And I think that's all that we have to do. Delete here. Oh, I never noticed this before. That needs to die. There we go. Yeah, I like that. It's basically exactly what we were doing, but slightly angled downward. And not like splayed out so far. Oh, no, it's almost exactly where we were going. It just somehow looks better now. I don't know how that works. Anyway. So let's get to coloring a few things. Now, this is not like skin. No, it's going to be gambeson, which we require a brown for. Actually, what we could do is we could just open the file that is my avatar. Go over to his gambeson, take a sample, and then just bloop. Fuck. Damn it. First, we need to create a wall back here so that when we go bloop, it stays in here. Very good. Now we take a sample of the metal. What's very nice about the sampling tool is that you don't actually have to be on the layer that you want to sample. You just need to be in its like general vicinity, and it'll work. I have changed the color of that 1 pixel. Yeah, I'm liking how this is actually turning out. It's actually turning out a lot better than I thought it would. I was certain it was going to turn out absolutely abysmal. And to be fair, that's how it was turning out for the longest time. But we've turned it around. You just need to go a layer below. Grab black and get busy. And this time, we don't have to deal with, like, the fucking stupid ass transparent grey that we were dealing with before, that I still don't understand. At all. I still have no clue what was going on there. But now we can focus on the cool.
Would Wardens be a better name for the Sentinels? They're synonyms, but which sounds better, Wardens of the Citadel or Sentinels?
Personally, I think Sentinels sounds a little bit better, because Wardens has been used quite a bit. It's kind of been used to death for exactly that kind of organization. Especially if they're religious. Which, considering the fact that your organization works with angels, it's kind of what I assume they are.
Not particularly. They view angels as annoying co-workers.
Oh, okay. Then I think Sentinels sounds a little bit better for 2 reasons. 1, because, well, again, it's overused, and 2, because it doesn't really describe the organization. The organization is focused on protecting the world from the threat of the archdemons, or archdevils, however we're calling it. But a warden, that's someone who that name is usually associated with someone with a more religious subtext and background to their work. So I think Sentinels, personally, I think Sentinels are better. But then again, it is simply my personal opinion. Why does that actually kind of go hard? Alright, so we need another layer here, so we can give the... oh shit, I have to be careful. So we can do the thing. I forgot what I was saying. Something I discovered just before starting the stream. Apparently, VR chat has always, well, maybe not always, but it has been capable this entire time of having, like, fucking... You can play it without using VR. You are not required to have VR in order to use and play VR chat. That looks far more natural. There we go.
I suppose Sentinel is more associated with guarding, while Warden is more associated with being the first among the guards.
What? I don't think I've ever heard of Wardens being first amongst the gods. Not sure I've ever heard of that. But hey, sounds badass. Unless you're just talking about
guards
how...
that.
Oh, guards. Okay. Right. I thought it said gods. Because I am what is called a moron, who did not take the time to read the thing that was causing confusion to me. Discount what I have said. It was stated out of pure idiocy. There we go. Now we can just dump the Gambeson in. Bob.
But yeah, Minotaurs are a thing, by the way, in my urban fantasy.
Oh, neat. Very neat. I did not want this. I do not wish for you to meddle with my lining. It is rude. Most foul. Grow a little bit larger, would you? Here we go. That saves a tiny little bit of time. But yeah, VR chat, I was saying. Apparently you can play it without having VR, and I've wanted to play that for a while. So, who knows, there might be a Variety Wednesday stream with fucking VR chat, because I've just been wanting to play it for a while. alpha. I'm still debating if I want these super thick black lines. I think once we get the texturing and the shading work done, it might look better. It does kind of look a little bit odd right now, but I feel like it'll look better later on. Then again, it could legitimately look like total and utter shit. I am experimenting here. And once again, I must remind you, I have never taken any kind of classes in art. Neither traditional nor digital. I have never taken any online classes. I have never looked up tutorial videos except one time when I wanted to figure out how the fuck you do shading in digital, because I was hoping there was some kind of easier way to do it. That digital had some kind of like mechanism to make it work easier. And then someone told me about a super advanced technique that they said was, oh, not that hard, and very, very simple. And I despised that creative, whoever that was. You are the one that I put a stupid line on. There we go. Speaking of, you're actually the one that I need to add shit onto. Now, we'll use
Is it just me, or do you constantly see Guardian in organizations like mine?
Guardian? I mean, yes, but not like in the same way as Warden. Warden seems more like a title, like the Grey Wardens from the fucking Dragon Quests thing. Dragon Quest? Was it? Whatever. But with something such as what you have, it's a little bit like the term Guardian doesn't really feel like a name for the organization. It feels like a kind of a description of what they do. If you call yourselves Guardians, that's a little bit, yeah. But simply referring to them as Guardians, it feels kind of natural, because that's literally the job that they have. They are guarding the archdevils, and thus guarding the fate of the world. They are guardians of these devils. So personally, I don't see really any issue with it being used, because it's just kind of something that naturally is used as a descriptor, in my opinion. Right, you. Let's see if this covers the entire screen. It does. Wait, I'm on the wrong fucking layer. Damnation. How did I manage that?
By the way, guarding the archdevils isn't really the main responsibility of the Sentinels.
So what, pray tell, is? There we go. Found it. Very good. Actually, let's get a shade darker of a thing, the thingamajig, for this, so there's a clear distinction between it and the gambeson, the belts, I mean.
Defeating the devils, because the archdevils aren't the only devils.
Ah, right, there. Well, their entire purpose is to defeat the devils, which, in essence, makes them guardians of the world against the devils, protecting the world and its people from the devils and their machinations. Makes sense to me. There we go.
Yeah, though would Warden be a good title for like a high-ranking member of the Sentinels?
Yeah, that makes sense. I see no issue with that personally. From my perspective, that makes sense. Then again, it has been established before that my perspective cannot always be trusted. Sometimes it is the
The
perspective
Blind
of a
Warden.
poo-poo brain. Oh, that's an interesting. That's an interesting character. I wonder what his deal is. Probably he's blind, I would assume. Wait, I forgot. I need to still do some detailing. Wait, using the brown or... Wait, was I using the brown?
They plucked out
Bad
their own
time.
eyes to see the holy light of God better.
Also, those guys are mega religious.
Yes.
Like, that's some celibacy shit right there. Fascinating. This is fascinating. What's happening here? Ah, it's because I'm using the... I was using the brown instead of the black, which actually kind of looks better. I don't know. Anyway. I need to find the loincloth. Where the fuck did I put it?
Those who hold this title are considered to be mad by the other Sentinels.
Look, we're crazy, but we're not that crazy. Those guys have got a couple screws loose. Hmm. Um. Come on. Yeah, that looks stupid. Shit, that looks stupid. His head a little too big.
Only one can hold this title at a time, and they always have a disciple. The day of their master's death, the disciple plucks out their eyes and eats the Blind Warden.
I'm sorry, what? Oh no. I guess I'll address that when he gets back. Because what the fuck? Excuse you? Hmm? What? What? What the bloody hell does that mean? Let's make this a little bit more fine-edged. by 1 pixel. Still does the job. That one's squished. I would say this heraldry is not accurate to
I'm back.
actual
Did you say
heraldry.
something?
I said, what the fuck? That's what I said. I said, what the fuck? He eats the blind dude? He eats him. He takes the eyes out of the blind dude who took his eyes out. Wait, what? Oh, he takes his own eyes out, doesn't he? Oh no. He starts the process all over again. So he takes out his own eyeballs and then proceeds to consume the flesh of his predecessor. Am I getting that right?
Yes.
Shit. I was hoping I was getting that wrong. What the hell? That's fucked up. I can see why their compatriots called them mad. Because that's insane. Who does that? They do.
That's not why they're considered crazy.
What? That's not why they're considered crazy? That's just a, oh, well, yeah, that makes sense.
That's normal for sentinels.
Sentinels are fucked up at the head.
Yeah.
I'm starting to fear for the main character's safety amongst these imbeciles.
You should.
Why did you say should so weird? Alright. Now we color. Now we do the fun part, we do the coloring. We color it in, because that's fun.
But yeah, they're considered crazy because they're zealots.
Oh, just because they're a little bit zealous, that's all. Not because they pluck out their own fucking eyes. That's great. That's really great. Ah, that is
I mean that too.
true. Oh, they are considered crazy for that. Okay, that's good.
But the earring part isn't.
Of course it's not. Because we can't be too sane. No. We have to limit our sanity. We can't be too sane. That'd be ridiculous. If we were too sane, then we'd implode.
I mean that's sort of a rite of passage in the Sentinels.
Being insane?
No eating people.
Oh! Oh, okay. That's great to hear. Wonderful to hear that the fate of humanity against the demon incursions lies on the shoulders of those who sees eating other people as a bit of just a good little bit of hazing. That's super comforting. I'm sure we'll all be fine with these guys at the helm. I feel so much safer.
Hell, it's considered a good thing because the memories of the dead are preserved.
Are they actually preserved? Is it like a like the fucking Space Marine thing where they absorb the memories, or
The
is it just
memories are
like
transferred.
oh, okay. At least there's a purpose to it. That's good to know. Here we go. Man, imagine if I actually did all of this by hand. By like just clicking around on each individual pixel. That would be maddening.
Sentinels are fucked up, bro.
It sounds like it. That's the general impression I got.
I mean, a benefit is that they're basically immortal.
I know that's a benefit to them, but is that really a benefit to the rest of us? Ah, the crazy guys who eat people are immortal. That's great. That's just wonderful. I feel so much better. As a normal not immortal plebeian, I find that somewhat disturbing. Just putting that out there. Oh, it looks so much better. It doesn't look like total shit. Man. Always get rid of these fucking lines. If you don't, everything is terrible and it's your fault. I mean, if you're doing an odd thing. You might never do an odd thing.
Also, they don't particularly care about whether any bystanders die.
Oh, great! My faith in them is just growing stronger and stronger. I'm really glad these guys are watching all of our backs. Really glad about that. Really glad about that. That's such a good thing in my books. They've got my full support. Come on. I wonder if I'd get into any copyright trouble if I listened to if I listened to Critical Role while doing this and reacted to it while doing art. I feel like that'd be a little bit more engaging, and I'd be having a little bit more.
They sort of have the mentality of like the lives of the many before the few, and no, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't. What makes you so certain? Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm just very suspicious of anything with copyright.
I've seen people doing it.
Oh, so reacting to it is fairly common. I don't think I could have their silly little faces on screen. Not saying, I don't think I could legally have their faces. I don't think it would be physically possible for me to get their faces on screen without, doing a bunch of shit I don't want to do. In OBS. But that might be fun. I mean, it would probably be more mentally stimulating than me just sitting here doing nothing. Except changing the color of pixels while sitting in utter silence until I'm like, oh yes, this happened. I don't know, just seems generally like a better idea. Maybe. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Let's listen to some Critical Role in the background. I don't have my keyboard plugged in. Fucking damn it. Again?
I think I've told you this before, but Wolf goes by Achilles later on.
Yes, you did say that. I do believe. Unless I'm having that weird shit where I think something was said when it wasn't. Which happens more often than it should? Where the fuck is the cord to the keyboard? Oh, there it is.
I don't know.
It'd be very odd if you did know. I don't know if you were responding about the location of the keyboard's cord, but that just sounded very funny. Alright. Critical Role. Campaign 1. Oh. Right, I'm using the same tab, of course. Yeah, let's listen to this.
My name is Matthew Mercer, voice actor
Because,
and master for Critical.
okay, just go on immediately, I guess. Because I have been meaning to listen to this stuff. We won't even be able to finish the first episode in this stream. I'll just be listening to some of it. And probably critiquing some things. Because I just have the natural impulse to do that. But hey, this could be interesting. Been meaning to watch this series.
Critical Role on Geek and Sundry, where I take a bunch of other voice actors and run them through a fantastical fantasy adventure through the world of Dungeons and Dragons. We play every
Me
Thursday
too.
at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Geek and Sundry's Twitch stream. Please come watch us live if you have the opportunity. Back episodes and future episodes will be uploaded on the Geek and Sundry website, so you can also
just
check
trying
them out
to,
there. In the meantime, enjoy.
pitch it?
Welcome to the first episode of Critical Role.
Oh, what is that music?
Is a continuation of our weekly D&D game. Me and a bunch of other
What was that?
voice actors gathering around, rolling some dice, killing some creatures, having some adventure. And now we have the pleasure of bringing it on the stream for you to watch, enjoy, and occasionally interact with. So, before we get
Oh,
to that,
interesting. They
we
had
do-
It was first made
interactability.
like 8 years ago.
We're gonna play
Yeah,
some
it's
video
old as
games
shit.
in a second, but do note for all you hardcore gamers out there, a lot of this is house ruled, kind of loosey goosey, having a good time. So all you number crunchers, stop paying attention there. Just have fun with it. But nevertheless, we have some background.
All
music,
of
we have
you
plenty of the
rule
characters.
lawyers, shut the fuck up. We're trying to have fun here.
Let's go ahead and enjoy those in just a minute, and then we'll introduce the players.
Enjoy what?
Have fun.
Right, listen up. If you Strongjaw, a Goliath of towering height and size.
They had intros and
This
everything?
barbarian has an appetite for the two
Interesting.
great loves in his life: combat, women, and ale. Wait, easily the brains of the group, Grog is often consulted for his vast knowledge
It wasn't a
of
very good
shapes,
joke.
colors, and shiny things. Also ale. In his early years, armed with his two-handed great axe, Grog often enjoyed proving his might amongst the ranks of his family's wandering herds.
I love that whoever like made this character, this Grog guy.
To the killing of such an innocent life.
Oh my goodness.
Grog felt only pity for this
They basically made the most
little thing.
cliche gentle giant character possible. Like gentle stupid giant.
Banished by the herd leader, his uncle Kevdak, Grog was abandoned and left to die. Exiled from his herd, it was then that the relative of the very gnome he fought to save, saved him. It was the kindness of a
Oh, neat.
cleric named Pike that healed Grog, bringing him back from death's edge. And they have remained close friends ever since.
That's neat.
Grog can be found challenging entire taverns to wrestling matches, or accompanying Scadlin to the nearest house.
Shit, I want to prove you wrong, but that's spoilers of it.
A first impression of Keelan will leave you with little information.
I will probably have like
You might even think that her social awkwardness due to her sheltered upbringing is kind of sweet. Of course, it would be unwise
Excuse
to
you?
underestimate her based on first impressions. Under that unintimidating petite frame is a vicious beast waiting to be unleashed, whose natural powers have made even the fiercest of champions pee their pants. Literally.
what the fuck is this character?
Keyleth was raised with a deep love of nature and the elemental magics. It is her people's inherent duty to protect the
damn it.
delicate areas in Tal'Dorei,
Why?
where the four elemental planes
Oh,
Hey,
'cause I'm on the
Druid.
wrong fucking thing.
Since she was a little girl, she had quite a knack for air manipulation and beast-shaping abilities. Well, if
Let's
you
focus on
consider
this.
kittens and flying squirrels to be little beasts, which I do. Anyways,
She
it wasn't
throws
long before the
little
headmaster of the
kittens at
tribe,
people.
her father, Corin,
That's what I
realized
got
her
from that.
prodigious
I may
abilities, and she
be
was
missing
embittered
something.
to succeed him as the next headmaster. Just like that, her jovial childhood was stripped and replaced with endless spell memorization, teachings from ancient traditions, and exceedingly high expectations. Every druid leader to be must embark on a journey to seek out the
It's
sister
like
tribes in
every
order to introduce and
ruler of
establish respect
anything
amongst the
ever,
fellow
like
headmasters.
leader or anything,
They
like
call this
born
the
leader.
Aramente, or Noble Odyssey.
They have to learn shit.
When her father felt she was ready, he set her on the path to truly discovering herself, not knowing when or if she will ever return.
Oh,
As she
damn.
hiked down the mountain towards Stillwater,
I mean, you got to
she
start
meditated
somewhere
on
with a
the task at
character.
hand. Part of
True.
the Aramente is proving yourself a strong warrior, a valiant protector, and a wise and compassionate leader. With
I was
this
just saying that
one thought plays in repeat.
the idea of doing
Is she even worthy?
intense
Percy was the
studying
third of 7 children,
feels
born
like
to
a
noble
given
family who lived far
for
from
her
in the
position.
ancient castle
Fuck,
of
I'm on the wrong thing
Whitestone.
again.
With so many siblings to share the
Percy.
burdens of lordship, Percy turned his attentions to the sciences,
What the hell is
engineering,
Percy?
and naturalism. One day,
Oh,
a mysterious couple,
a
named
learned
Lord
man.
and Lady Briarwood, came to court. During a feast held in their honor, the Briarwoods violently took control of the castle,
Oh no.
killing or imprisoning everyone who would stand in their way.
Oh,
Percy awoke chained in the dungeon, only to be freed by his younger sister. Together they fled, chased by the Briarwoods' men. As they ran, Percy's sister took several arrows to the chest and fell. Percy kept running, eventually jumping into a freezing
Oh, it's
river
because I-
and floating
okay.
unconscious to freedom. He did not remember waking up on a fishing boat. He barely remembered the next 2 years as he slowly made his way as far south as possible. Then one night, Percy had a dream. A roaring cloud of smoke offered him vengeance against those who destroyed his
damn it.
family.
What am I missing?
When he awoke, Percy began to
Oh,
design
a little
his
tiny
first
bit
gun.
right there. He has a gun?
Most people say Percy is the most nuanced of the characters.
Well, so far his backstory is definitely the coolest. I mean, it was like tragic without being like overly edgy. I like that. Oh, his poor mum. Okay, I need this. And then I need... the bard of the group. Wait,
And yes, that's where the horny bard archetype came from.
I was just about to ask that. Is it his fault? Is it his fault that that whole thing is a thing?
Yes.
Oh no! Oh no, it's his fault. That is hilarious. Because I heard him talking all horny, and I was like, ah ha ha ha, horny bard, and then I realized, wait a minute, this series is like super popular. He might have been the one that caused that. Oh, that's hilarious.
I am Tiberius Stormwind. I hail from a town called Tyrix, located in the heart of Draconia, born from a politically respected
Who the fuck is this guy? Like, I know of the main cast. I've, like, seen art, fan art of them and all that. Who the fuck is this guy?
He leaves the party.
Oh! Was it like personal life stuff or something like that?
However, one day I happened upon a chamber unused for quite some time. In the room were stacks of books and maps of the surrounding cities
Not
and
sure.
areas around the known world.
Huh.
For months I would frequent the chamber and learned of artifacts from legend.
Because I watched the first episode of the TV show based on their adventures, and I don't remember a fucking dragon guy.
I stumbled upon was either believed to be fiction or unsolvable mysteries, and hence were lost forever. I found those answers to be unacceptable. A year later, I devised a ruse and managed to convince the city council to lend support in me leaving Draconia on a mission of peace and diplomacy for the surrounding kingdoms, going from town to town and making friends and allies in and for the name of Draconia. Being a red dragonborn, I had quite the task on my hands.
So he...
But it was exactly what I needed, so I could explore the world and find these artifacts.
What am I doing?
I felt the truth was out there. Some may describe me as buffoonish.
So he wants to explore
Give me credit for. I just don't.
legends and shit, and artifacts and shit. Fuck.
Loyal.
But all of his people were like, no, that's stupid, you're an idiot. And he was like, well, I want to go be a...
Never entirely welcome in the company of
a representative of our people as an excuse to go look for it. That's interesting.
Along with twin sister Vexalia, Vax was born by a chance encounter between elven
Well, these guys are the elves, right?
peasantry. Raised by their mother in their early years, the twins were eventually sent off to their father in the elven capital of Singorn. But their cool reception among the elves there never warmed, and their time in the capital didn't last.
His character apparently dies in an iceberg after he leaves the party, the Dragonborn.
After a few years of wandering, they eventually decided
Huh?
to return
Yeah.
to their mother, journeyed back to the lands
Well,
of their youth.
not
But
yet.
instead of
That's
finding their
kind of
child
odd.
home,
He just gets fucking, like, murked, just dead.
mother was
Just
gone,
fucking dead.
and burned to ash.
Oh.
Pressing the townspeople for answers, they learned of the day
Yeah.
They must have been in a dangerous position when he left the party
with their ties
for
severed.
them to be
Vax
like,
Eldan and his sister set out to
you
find their
did.
fortune together in Taldore. An outsider since birth,
it must have been a situation that his character couldn't leave.
in his own particular way, often by sidestepping them entirely.
I
And
assume.
when his knack for circumventing adversity isn't enough. The way of blades the elves schooled him in
Okay.
more than makes up the difference.
So he's a sneaky
Like
man.
so many half-elves, Vexalia has spent most of her life suffering the cool reception of a people who don't fully accept her.
Narid was just a
Born
part
with
of his
human
backstory.
mother
He
and
left
an
to find an
elven father
artifact.
Who only later in life took an interest in their existence. Vexalia and her twin brother Vaxil Dawn quickly realized the only people they
Not
could
sure
truly
which
rely on
one you're
in this
talking
world
about. I'm getting a bit
were
confused.
each other. It was at the age of 10 when the two were taken from their mother and brought to live in Singorn, the isolated elven city for which their father was an ambassador. He
The
quietly
Dragonborn
took
I
them
was
in,
just talking
but always
about.
kept an icy
Oh, okay.
distance. And after too many years of disdainful looks, the pair decided to leave his indifference behind.
Oh, so he went looking for an artifact that was a part of his backstory, and it didn't go well. He ended up dying. Okay. That sucks.
Kept to the woods. She preferred the isolation. Always the keen observer, she learned to hunt and to track,
Off
Oh.
screen.
fly and to shoot, and through a series
So
of
to
fateful
speak.
events, earned herself a companion
Oh yeah, that's
before
strictly off screen by definition.
to fight alongside her and protect her fiercely.
She has a
Also,
bear?
is adorable and gives expert massages.
What?
It's time to stop staring at this
Excuse you.
Yeah,
Shut up.
trinket.
Like
She has
so
a
many
pet
have
bear?
Alrighty. Hey guys, welcome back.
Oh my gosh, what the
The bear.
fuck?
Of Dungeons and Dragons. We recently converted over to Pathfinder for those who play Pathfinder.
What the fuck is wrong with this mic?
There are no rules for 5th edition, so I had to create and customize those.
Oh no.
Bear with us on that. That'll be an interesting ride regardless. We do have an 8-player game we've been running for 2 years. It's a little crazy. We go a little loose with the rules, but it's a great group. It's a lot of fun, and not everyone can make every game, so we have enough players.
Yeah, it's fixed in a second.
I mean, considering it's a live stream, yeah, they probably got their eyes on that. Because from what I understand, it's like a super professional game of D&D, which is kind of odd. But like, it's probably why it got so much attention, because they put so much effort into it to make sure that it was good. Which is super
It's
admirable
more
in my
like
opinion.
acting than D&D.
Yeah, because, like, from what I heard, they aren't,
Is the mic adjusted? Is it any better? I'm better now. Alright, we're good.
excuse you, what
Great,
the
thank
fuck?
you guys. But yeah, so
What I understand,
it's a little strange and fun. We have a lot of players, but they're great.
they're not
folks, and
really
that just means
actually gamers.
keeps going. So,
They're just a bunch of voice actors who decided, let's game and voice act while we game.
unfortunately, she's in
Which,
London accepting
more
a-
power to them,
So I
honestly.
think we're okay for Last of Us. That's harsh. But yeah, also, no donations this week, but going forward, we will have donations available for those that will help partially run the show for our wonderful cameraman and crew.
What the fuck?
Also, half of our donations will
What
go
is this doing up here?
6 charity. Marisha, if you want to talk a little bit about that.
Yes,
There we go.
826LA is a charity that focuses on tutoring children in an after-school program and helping specifically with creativity, storytelling,
Alright.
art, and general
Back to this.
kind of relate to Dungeons and Dragons. And you should definitely check out the Time Travel Mart. Which
It's
is
fucking
an
Dungeons
Elmar
and Dragons.
Mart
Just
store.
about
So they have
anything
some amazing
can
stuff
relate
that
to
you can buy,
Dungeons and Dragons.
awesome tchotchkes and things that go immediately to support the charity in the
Yeah.
stream. And it's awesome. It's 826LA. You should look it up. And there's a few all over the country.
Yes.
That
So, also as a heads up,
smearing on top of it.
These videos will be available on the
Though Matt Mercer, the DM, has been playing D&D since he was 14.
Right, yeah, he's the one that's like super
But anyway, let's
Fucking ads.
Mercer, I'm a voice actor,
Huh.
running this game for 2 years, hardcore nerd. Let's go around the table and introduce our players so you can attach the faces to the intros you just saw. Let's start on this side with
Well, we're not seeing any faces.
Hi, I'm Travis Willingham, voice actor, gamer.
You're all voice actors.
The Goliath Barbarian.
The fuck is that noise?
Hi, I'm Laura Bailey. I'm also, a voice actor like.
Was that from the Twitch chat?
And I'm.
Were they
playing
on
Vexalia,
Twitch?
The coolest
See ya.
chick ever.
the ranger with the bear.
The
Ah,
Ranger
it's
with the
def-
Bear
yeah, it's-
Trinket
it-
game.
Oh no, I caught it.
Hi.
Revan helped me
Ryan.
catch it.
I'm playing Vaxiel Dawn. This one's twin. We're half-elven twins.
Oh, they're
and
half-elves.
I started playing
Interesting.
D&D when I was 13, and I can't believe this is happening. So cheers.
Oh, he played when he was 13. Oh, that's... Oh, that must be a cool feeling. Like, playing it so long ago, and now you get to play with all these guys doing this cool shit.
There was a problem. I'm playing Percy, the gunslinger, so I'm the reason all the rules are all messed up. So.
The guy who played Vampire the Masquerade ends up playing the, like, sharply dressed, like, guy with, like, smart speech who carries a fucking gun. That seems just so appropriate.
Hi. Hey, everybody. I'm Miranda Caba.
How are you all so awkward?
I'm also a voice actor. I do things.
Oh, I'm Marisha Ray, by the way. Did
Yeah.
I say that?
Yeah,
Okay,
just
I'm
in case.
Marisha
Keyleth
Ray.
is
Just in
Marisha
case.
Let Ryan have his moment. Don't try and break
No, it's our moment.
There you go. Right.
And I'm Tiberius, the awesome sorcerer.
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn, yeah. That's right. And I'm Sam Riegel, a voice actor and stuff. And my character is Scanlan Shortheart.
Riegel?
the,
This is actually looking a lot better than I thought it would.
And let's start playing, yeah?
He's just like, let's get going. Let's do this. Let's go.
Last we left off, just to give you guys a little backstory, the party had completed a large venture in saving the nearby city of Iman, one of the central capitals of this human civilization of Tal'Dorei.
Oh, we're not actually picking up at the start of their adventure. Interesting.
Heroes celebration and had a keep built in their honor. Over the 6-month period of the keep being constructed, they went about their own ways and then returned to see its final creation. However, they did not have a chance to really enjoy it immediately, as one of their
My
good
favorite
friends
is
and
Grog.
allies, Arcanist Alora Vysoren of the Tal'Dorei.
From what I've seen, a lot of people's favorites is Grog. So I'm assuming he's a much more diverse character than what I gave him credit for.
Had been gone on pilgrimage for a while, essentially a vision quest that was part of her own development as a paladin. As part of this, she let the information go to Alora that a dark vision had come to her, saying that some sort of evil root was beginning to breed beneath Craghammer.
I mean, yeah, he's dumb, but he's not a bad character.
Oh no, you don't... A dumb character doesn't mean bad, and I wasn't trying to say that he was a bad character for being super stereotypical. I was just saying, he's very stereotypical. And again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. You can make a really good character out of a stereotype. Takes some work, but it's very much possible.
Partway through the battle, Grog managed to recognize one of them as a previous ally, and no longer ally at this time.
Uh-oh.
The barbarian, for his first and only time so far, managed to avert battle through a social encounter and rolled on a persuasion check. So you got
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, Artia is the chosen one archetype.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
But you managed to
To be fair, a lot of people have actually done a lot of unique takes on the Chosen One archetype. There's a lot of great things people can do with archetypes and cliches.
Yeah, you talked to the front guards at the gate of Craghammer. They had begrudgingly let you inside, giving you a couple of pointers.
Oh, they have sound effects?
You made your way through the darkened alleyway.
That's so cool.
Stone-carved tunnel that leads to the main central portion of the city proper. An enormous underground metropolis sprawls out before you, the dark earth and shadows framing beautiful stonework, marble columns, archways, and labyrinthine bridges climbing across the vertical cityscape. All warmed with the red glow of some strange crimson rock peppered throughout the town as a light source.
Ooh.
A large metal forge envelops the center of the cylindrical city. And the entire city is a 3-tiered cylindrical city that is built into the ground of the mountain itself. Welcome to Craghammer.
Remind us, did we both know
This DM guy, he reminds me of how my how the GM for my role-playing game that I do explains a world.
I do. Fantastic. The only bit of information you have about the whereabouts of her is that she came here to go into the mine, apparently a mithril mine, where this evil is supposedly
The
brewing.
fuck is the foot?
The one person who owns the
I mean, a lot of people are inspired by Matt.
His name was the Dwarven Lord Nostoc Greyspine. That was the only name that you had in regards to this.
I don't think he actually is
Greyspine?
a fan of Matt. I don't think he actually like has watched any of
I think before we do anything,
this series.
That's
Oh,
true.
we're all jacked up from before, right?
Well,
there's like
wouldn't
a
it be nice
city.
just to put everything down for a little while?
What?
Of course, I've got a lot of booty that I need to
I want to
stow.
hear about what
Good way to phrase that, Scanlan.
Also, I would like to check out any kind of.
I mean, could be
places where
books.
they might have enchanted libraries or whatnot.
Can you stick with us? You're the only
You're getting ahead of yourself.
Stick with us.
I'm just saying, put it on the list.
Let's look around. Are there
Wait, it's below what it needs to be below. Okay.
Oh, there are many. And they, as you finish this conversation, you look about, there are two guards posted nearby wearing kind of dark crimson and brass chest plates that have a uniform scar carved across the front. It's actually built into the
And in regards to
both staring awkwardly at all of you are
my GM, he's just how he is. He's a very imaginative, creative, and descriptive person. That's what I was referring to, the general creativity and descriptiveness.
One dwarf kind of shouts over to the other one and says, "You hear that, Jameson? I'm looking for a place to stay."
I heard that right. It's about time we had some new folk in town.
Well, if you're looking for a place to stay,
So your best bet would be the pig pits.
The what?
The name of a place?
Yeah, certainly, the pig
Yeah.
pits.
All right.
Ask for the pig pits that we showed around. Say
That's
it's where you're
actually
sleeping
pig
for the
pits,
night.
isn't it?
I know. I feel like we're being hazed.
What? No, not at all.
This is all in
like
common?
this is all in common.
Which way to the pig pits? So.
Pig pits are that way. He points over the edge, and you see down past the central forge structure in the city. The very, very bottom, nearby what looks like a large temple that envelops the larger, or the bottom floor of Craghammer proper, there is indeed a distant slop of mud, and where internal livestock are being kept for food.
Give him some
I
shiny.
bring out a piece of
Huh.
gold.
Yeah.
Gold. Please, we're looking for a place to stay that isn't covered in mud.
Oh, well, it's good to see that at least one of you speaks Dwarvish. Takes the coin, kinks it in his teeth, and goes, "All right, now, if you're looking for a proper place to stay, you're going to look for the Ironhearth Tavern. That is just to your left, about that way, no more than a half a mile. Keep an eye on the
I'm not
laughter and the people.
doing that all over again.
That's your best bet.
Thank you, sir.
No worries. The
I
rest
like
of
your
you...
armor, by the way.
Well, thank you kindly. Is that a wink?
It was.
I said that was
That's all she does.
All
All
right.
I do is wink.
There we go.
It's a nervous tick.
Yeah,
I have
it's a
to-
feature. You progress to the western side of the Craghammer rotation as you kind of...
I have to unplug this, plug this back in, and now we can get to texturing.
This rather large central tavern inn. As you walk up, you can hear music playing. You can hear laughter and boastful cheer. You can hear some arguments in the
Go.
distance. You can hear from good 2-3 buildings away. This is definitely central
Everything is falling.
here in Craghammer. As you walk inside, you get some proper tavern music here for you.
Oh.
I think so.
Smells in here.
I think every tavern smells.
Some loud, boisterous drinks being clinked together. As
I've
you walk
only
in, the first
listened
thing
to
that
5
comes to you is
episodes of
stale
Crit Roll.
alcohol, and it smells like smoked wood of some kind.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a rather imposing series, with each episode being like 3 or 4 hours long.
Encounter in the bar. In the center of the room, there looks to be a not currently in use.
Episode being like 3 or 4
brawling
hours long. Why is there an echo? What the fuck?
About 30 feet by 20 feet. It's more of an oval, and it's not in use
An
currently. Other than
octagon?
Where did that fucking come from?
How high is the ceiling? Can Gron fit in here?
Where did it go?
The ceiling actually is considered vaulted ceilings for dwarves, so it runs at about 7 feet. For
Oh,
grunts,
whatever.
you're comfortable, like almost scratching your head across the top.
I mean, that's the
As you
average with
enter,
D&D
about,
streams and
7
stuff.
or 8 of the nearby dwarves at the front door go, Just look immediately at the ragtag
Alright.
non-dwarven group that just kind of stumbled into the center of the tavern.
What are you looking at?
It's not very often we catch someone with that kind of a mug on you. Let me buy you a drink. Come sit down.
My kind of people, see you later! I'll go to have a drink.
So his kind of people is anyone who offers him a drink.
Alright,
I assume.
Both tables next to the table they're at are completely full of dwarves.
Alright, I take a sack of gold out of my own pocket and slam down the table.
It's not working.
Gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, we are traveling from far away. We've just arrived from Iman.
Am I on the wrong fucking layer? I am, aren't I? Oh my gosh, I am so annoyed with myself.
I would like to buy every dwarf in here around. Bartender!
The music stops. The conversation stops. All dwarven eyes turn to the table, and they all turn to a single dwarven woman at the back who's behind one of the bars, who has a towel over one arm, and she's kind of frantically looking around. She's staring confused at you, and all eyes are on her, and she goes,
Well, it's about time someone around here had some generosity. Certainly, pay up front drinks around on this half-elfin gentleman.
Let's go!
Make a raid.
Nice.
I'll need your largest bowl of ale for this one here.
Actually use this now.
No worries, Adra's got your back. Be right back.
and she wanders off to the back room, comes back.
Here we go.
Pouring, just stein after stein after stein of ale, like the big barrel set up on top.
Looks good.
You do notice,
Now we need black.
she is definitely the head of this tavern, and all of her barkeeps are male.
We probably need a different thing. No, we don't need that.
Miss, you.
Adra, yay!
I'm sorry, what was
Adra.
Adra, you run a fantastic establishment.
That's right, I do.
Thank you for welcoming us and allowing us to buy this round. We really...
Patrons that come in and drop coin like that are welcome anytime.
Well, thank you for your hospitality. Might we inquire about staying here the night? Do you have an inn with this?
Yeah.
She reaches below and pulls
Pretty damn good way to get people to like you is to give them money.
Several rooms or just one?
Do you need them side by side?
That would be nice.
I could probably muster that. We'll push him into room
Something
7.
with a little bed for me.
Child! One of the dwarf
That was the fucking halfling, wasn't it?
Get Stepson out of his room, move him to the 3rd floor. He's got all the block for our new guests.
Fine. And the older dwarf kind of stumbles his way up the stairs begrudgingly.
Just fucking kicks the guy out of the room, out of his room.
8 rooms separately, that will run you per evening about 25 gold pieces. Does that sound about right?
That's a lot of
25
gold.
Oh, okay.
You want to share a room?
Yeah, we can.
I think we
We'll
could
bunk
probably
up.
bunk.
I played like one game of. I played one game of
She visibly deflates a little bit, but it's like, alright, fair enough. 5 rooms.
of D&D once,
We're penny pinchers.
and it was
How long can you expect to
Oh,
stay?
At least a few days.
let's say a week.
With an indefinite hold, we have business in the city.
Right, well, how about we pay the week?
and getting a single piece of gold was a pretty fucking
Wait.
insane feat.
I thought we were gonna be heading south, like.
Let's say
In the town.
100 gold for the week. All 5 rooms.
We're pretty flush. I think we can handle
No, that's not gonna work.
Doesn't terrify me. Get the
I think I did the math wrong. That is.
I was told there would be no math.
I was told there would be no math.
Not having a calculator.
Ah, glorious.
She pulls back and pulls some keys out and hands them to the rest of you.
Oh, I think this is the one that I was using before.
Which rooms are yours? And says,
Oh yeah, this
Say
is
all
it.
you like, ask questions, have a go. Just make sure you don't do anything stupid.
I love how that was pronounced.
Sorry, our mortgage is a little thick.
Don't do anything stupid.
The Carvers.
Converse, of course.
The Carvers?
The Carvers. These your first time in Krakow?
Yes.
It is painfully obvious that it is.
The ones who keep the law.
The scar.
Yes, the armor, the Carvers.
Yeah, what is where's the other
The
one?
Carvers.
which point she kind of leans back and as he reveals the rather gnarled scar on your chest, she reels back a bit and two nearby dwarves go, "Hey!" They kind of cheer. They start showing their scars and it's like, "Oh no, I got this one from a bad iron bolt." And then they start talking about different creatures they fought. All right, well, just the Carvers are a bit of a sort of a, how do I put it, a military class in this city. They run a very tight ship on the streets, so just be careful.
That shouldn't be a problem. Mostly we're just looking for...
Here we go, that's some proper texturing.
Business with him.
We might have business with you if you've seen a halfling come through.
That shit. I keep on forgetting that there are layers.
There was a halfling woman, but she was staying at the Firebrook in
the Firebrook
on the bottom floor for a couple weeks.
And where?
Let's talk about her. She was she fought with the fights herself. Oh, the silver armor, that one.
Yeah.
There we go.
She was the Firebrand if ever I saw one. Right in my alley. I like that one.
How long ago would you say this was?
They're trying to find their friend?
I haven't seen her recently.
Thank you. Perfect.
Is there a champion of
Is that what they were saying?
Is there a reigning...
Already, Grog?
Well, I have to know these things.
She
He has to know something.
she turns the barrel that she has on the table towards you a little bit. You can see the actual symbol, this kind of burned image on the side that says Balgus Brewery. She goes, "That would be Bulgus, the one who supplies us with what you're drinking. He's the undefeated champion. But I don't think he's quite right to fight at the moment." And she points towards the very edge of the bar, and you see one older grizzled dwarf, long grey hair pulled into straight braids in the back, big bushy beard that's all shoved up into his face because he's asleep, drunk as a skunk on the edge of the bar.
Taking a bit of sampling of his own product.
Another time.
Save it for a rainy day.
I don't think they have rainy days.
You said Grace Spine.
Yeah, it's on the ground. They wouldn't have any rainy days. That wouldn't be a thing.
We're looking to set up a meeting.
No stop. No stop.
Which Grace Spine?
Nostrock?
Nostock.
Gracespine?
Gracespine. He's definitely a business type one.
Well, who's the friendlier Gracespine?
Oh, friendlier the types would probably be the head of House Gracespine.
Wait. How many gray spines are there?
Oh, there's probably several at this point.
What should I call sentinels who go to the devil's side?
However, of House Gracespine currently,
Oh, that's an important thing to think about.
10 years now, actually.
Because there needs to be some kind of... Shit, that's so obvious. There has to be some kind of, like, word that's like a slur. What the fuck am I doing? Amongst,
Unfortunately for us.
Sorry about that. How you're very welcoming. Appreciate that. How welcoming would you say the city is to outsiders?
it's like a, you know,
And as long as you keep the coin flowing, and as long as you stay to the upper,
a word for traitors. It has to, like, convey that they're hated traitors who have abandoned their comrades.
The Mithril mines.
The Mithril mine.
There's one.
There is one now. It's all been has been for quite some time, completely helmed up and run by House Gracespine. The Keystone Quarries, which you're looking for.
But we're not really interested in that. We just
Of
want
course
to see
not.
the city. Our business
I
is
would not
elsewhere.
recommend it. That's not without proper business credentials on that. You'll end up being questioned pretty heavily.
Sounds like a dirty business anyway.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from those miners, Scanlan. That's a dirty business.
She gives you a look almost like it was a slightly racist statement, but then kind of passes it off.
Apostle of the Viper.
That sounds cool. Oh, because like a viper's a liar and a snake and a little sneaky bastard.
There's a reason he's the one put in charge of
I get it.
the business, is the foundries.
Where is he located?
Well, if he's not home at the actual Gracespine Manor, which is a sprawling house that contains all ones of the
Yeah.
he's probably down at the actual, at the, what is it? Pardon me, let me consult my notes. Probably
I feel like Apostle is a little bit too kind. Maybe something like the slave of the serpent, or the servant of the serpent. Oh, that has a bit of a nice ring to it. The servants of the serpent.
Slams his drink down on the table.
Down at the quarry?
Hey.
How did your friend get this?
Where is Arm?
He works there. Said there was things pouring out of the caves. Goblins and the like.
Goblins?
Goblins are nothing.
Of course not.
Says there's something other than goblins poking out through, so. Just saying, that business is in for a serious problem.
Does your friend ever have drinks here?
No, he's been sober for 2 years.
Where is Arm? There is Arm.
I'm sorry. I think.
Helot means slave.
Pours another drink.
Oh,
Adra slaps his hand and says, "Get that, you got one round."
that's a good one.
Excuse me,
Finishes his drink and walks
one
off.
thing, are there any mystics in this particular town that study any arcane arts?
Of course, what do you think? Dwarves are just a baseline folks who brawl each other.
I
That's
haven't-
part of it, definitely.
I mean, I haven't met
So many racist comments. Jeez.
But what you're looking for is Thunderbolts. They're the ones who, by blood...
Oh, that looks a lot better.
in their family line. They run most of the enchantment process in the city.
You Helot of Vipers.
They call it trains.
Oh. Oh, that sounds nice. I like that personally.
Thank you for your time, Andrew. You carry on with your evening. We'll seek you out if we have any more questions.
Certainly. Now, if you don't mind, she scoots to your side as you see a line, a queue of dwarves behind her with their empty cups, like waiting
Wait, we need to do
for
this.
her to fill up the drinks that you bought.
Oh, that's we did.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Enjoy, gentlemen.
What time of day is it?
Best that you can tell inside, you
Oh,
can't.
right.
But you just arrived, probably around 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Best you can tell, you're inside, you can't.
Probably pushing sunset.
I love how, like,
Carry the same schedule.
I don't know.
Does anyone
matter of fact that was. Just, you can't.
Nice! 18 plus, what is that, investigation or insight?
This would be just a straight intelligence roll on this one. This is just your general knowledge of dwarves.
20 then.
20. That's not too bad.
Third from the bottom, on left
Your
side.
experience, you know dwarves, depending on their lifestyle and what they do for a living, their clocks can run differently, but for the most part, they run in tandem with most other races, just because it makes it easier for dealing with outside forces. But, like I said, it's very variable. There is no, like, set lock time of, like, this is morning, this is evening. They just kind of sleep when they need to and wake up when they need to.
Alright.
What the fuck?
It's like living in
What is this?
Should we go to the
Dwarven Alaska.
The fuck is that?
Yes, fellows. What
That's
did you
odd.
do? What
Check
did
out
you
the fire brigade. Yes.
The fire. That was where,
That was where
Lady
Lady
Kimmy
Kima was staying.
was.
And
seen
also, I
last.
think somebody should run reconnaissance on Greyspine Manor.
Yes, I don't think we should try to go directly to the mines and find Nosdorf.
No.
No, I think maybe we should enlist the help of a dwarf here in the city to.
You shall burn below. You Helot.
Trying to raise hell or bring.
Oh, yeah.
No, there's no sense attempting to...
I like that.
Does sound fun.
Everyone's going to know that we're here and what we're looking for
Yeah.
by
Why don't we
morning.
get old drunky graybeard that's got his face down on the bar to do it?
He's very well. Let's ask him. Maybe he's drunk enough to help us. Saddle up, Grog.
Me?
People seem to like you here.
Yeah, but I'm really. Oh, that's
You're
true.
the connoisseur.
Maybe I'll part my armor.
Go
so
show
you
him
can
his
see the
scar,
scar
see what he does.
posted up on the bar.
This is a very simple technique called a crosshatch, I think,
A very low, the lowest
to
goblet you have.
imply a pattern.
And I would like to go over to, what was his name, Bulbus? Bulgus. Bulgus. I had it right.
Bulbous.
Bulgus. And I would like to,
Shit.
I'm coming with Grog.
Yes, yes. And I would
Now,
like
what
to
I
go
should
up
do is this,
my score
this,
and post up
this,
on the bar
this, and then...
I take out my flute and I play a little healing word spell and try to heal him of his drunkenness.
Just a little of his drunkenness.
I mean, Helot was a slur in Sparta for low-class scum.
As you play your tune, a beautiful little tune that Sancho
Hell yeah.
The magical energies emanate from the notes you
I
make.
might need to use
Kind of
that.
drift into his torso. You can see a slight glow, and he kind of. Where's that blasted music coming from? His hand goes out to paw towards the flute.
I don't know where that was coming from.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to disturb you. Your name is of great repute around these parts.
He wipes a globule of drool that's kind of crusted into his beard.
Well, that was.
Hey, you're bothering me now. I
you want from us?
We were wondering if we might perchance acquire your knowledge about town for a bit of a search. What, to...
Talk to him about fighting.
Right, I hear you're a
Weighted
good
means
fighter.
just above slaves, but below all others.
I've heard the same.
Well, still kind of works.
How often do you get challengers at this tavern?
It still sounds really cool.
As often as I get woken up from my sleep. Which is never. Because only stupid people do that.
Lost cause. Abandoned ship. Abandoned ship.
Right, I have an intelligence of 6. I know what I'm doing. There is a very pretty lady over there with slightly pointy ears talking about you. There's 2 of them, and they were actually wanting to ask you a question, if you would.
Make a persuasion.
What?
Me?
Yes. Doing this.
I know. Why didn't?
Well, because I was either
because
gonna
you were
fight him or I
failing.
was gonna throw boobs at him, and I wasn't
Biswick,
boobs.
he realized he was sinking.
That's level 10, you get that.
All right.
Oh, good roll.
Oh yeah, look at that.
19.
19? Yeah.
There we go.
Takes a moment and kind of grabs the drink that you prepared from his hand.
Where is
You've got 5 minutes.
And he kind of stretches his back a bit. You can see this like gnarled hunch that he holds in his physical posture. Kind of flexes it a bit.
Shit.
And now you can see the rippling muscles that kind of show beneath his tunic. This is a built dwarf. You don't know what past
There we go.
moving boulders or forging crazy iron shit, but there's a reason this guy has a reputation.
There are helots who are specifically named as helots of an archdevil like Helot of Invidious.
This guy's solid muscle.
Oh, yeah.
Saunters over, looks about for a
Almost
second,
like,
next target, sees the pointy ears, sees the
almost like if you had a, like a
slams his hand down.
Why is he coming towards us? Why is he?
Boobs.
What is
Boobs.
if you had like an insult that you added onto, like, whatever Chaos got a legion of traitor marines, you wanted to insult.
Yes.
We really wanted to talk.
I use my earring of whisper to vex.
Cool it down.
Oh, okay.
Calm down. Not so sexy. Just be
I reached
Oh,
out and
so
I
sexy.
broke his bicep. Because I can't hear that.
I use it
Oh
again,
no.
Keyleth, stop doing that, dude.
Disagree.
Persuasion
Roll
check.
so good.
I'm really low in charisma.
Oh no.
Persuasion.
Oh no, what was it?
I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
Plus my persuasion of 0.
Unsurprisingly, there are no helots of the archdevil of Sloth.
I didn't say anything, I just touched him.
As your arm reaches for his bicep, his hand,
Yeah, that makes sense.
applying his grumpy, half-asleep haze with unnatural speed, reaches out and just slaps your hand aside, not painfully, but just
No touching the drunk dwarf.
Respect.
Sorry, pardon my friend, but she's just so impressed with your muscles. We've heard amazing things.
Oh my gosh.
We have.
Tell me what have you heard?
We've heard that no fighter can match your
You are correct.
skill.
You are correct.
We've heard that you know more about this.
Oh, I can just use the fucking mouse for this. Of course I can.
Yeah. I bet nobody knows more about the
Wait a minute.
Growth Mines than you do, and they've been around a long time.
Supposed to be doing that on the fucking layer.
Ass man?
Stop painting them. Ass minds.
Oh,
As
okay.
mines?
They've got minds of an ass.
Oh.
Yes. Ass
Oh,
mines.
I thought you meant like mines that. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my
no,
gosh.
ass mines. Yes, they have ass mines.
This reminds me of my awkward attempts at role-playing when I first started it.
I own the brewery in town.
You were told that.
Of course it's the best. I put everyone out of business. We export to most of the
This ale is amazing that I'm drinking right now.
Right, it is.
you set it down, and he takes it from your hand a little bit, takes a sip of himself, and sets it down again.
So it seems that you aren't challenged often in business and in fighting.
I saunter over.
No kidding.
My name is
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I hadn't thought name was Broken and Bloody.
I think that's a friend of yours.
No, I know the Bloody family. They're terrible people. Anyway, my associates and I were wondering if you would mind accompanying. Is that what we're doing? Trying to get him to come with us?
We're trying to find out more about Grey Spine.
I'm gonna come over and talk to this lad. What was we talking about?
Would you like to accompany us on this journey that we're taking? We're trying to
Oh no. Oh no.
You would want to come in on this.
We think there might be
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just immediately telling me exactly what you want with no nuance. Oh my goodness gracious.
What was the first thing you rolled?
3. And
There's
I'll
a
take
fucking thing I'm working with here.
Oh, plus my
She looks you keenly with...
which is a 9.
Which is a 9.
Yes.
Whoa, you have a 9 persuasion?
That's why I talk.
Pretty charismatic.
She goes,
Well, no,
Nice.
I don't really want to go anywhere with you. Oh, but if you're looking to go ahead and talk to the Grey Spine, you don't want to go empty-handed. It's customary to come with a gift of some kind.
What might they like?
That's good to know.
Well, let's just say I have the finest brewery in the city.
What the fuck rare is this?
Very exotic drinks that I could perchance sell to you.
How much for this exotic ale?
How exotic you wanting?
Of course he's going to make
I can give you
a pitch. Oh, here it is.
Thistle Branch Dark Blood wine. This was crafted by myself.
It sounds expensive.
Thistle Branch that I had brought over from the far-off city of Kamorda.
So should we say Luke's last name is a fake last name?
4 years to fill this barrel full.
Well, you could say a fake last name, or it could be
Can I do a persuasion?
a
Perception check, see if he's lying.
Just be inside. Go ahead and roll
An insight check.
I'm gonna walk over to Grog really quickly.
you could do a thing where it's like the mother
too drunk to lie.
of Luke.
But is it worth 500 gold?
Probably. That's.
We have some very
Put forward a
rare
wager.
items with
His mother decided to go back to her maiden name.
Do you have any thoughts on this, Grog?
When I assume she split up with her husband.
Dragon pieces.
I assume there was some kind of separation between them because we now have kid.
Grog. Battle
can be
wager.
added to ale or wine and makes it quite sensational.
He takes the sealed...
No, she died in childbirth.
And you can see
Ah.
the actual liquid is quite...
So who's been caring for Luke?
It's less of a blood and more of like a gelatin.
Yeah.
Exactly. A spoon of it.
He peeks open.
His father.
It's really expensive, actually.
I can have the surprise, but if you want to do a straight trade for the barrel, or this, I'll take you.
What?
Alright, fine. One cup
So
of it.
the guy that is the founder of the Sentinels?
Takes the thing, he takes the cup, kind of puts it into a small satchel on his side.
He's just been taking care of a family on the side?
You drunken bastard.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he's had a lot of practice with that.
Take it out back. Here's the key.
And he tosses her a key. She grabs it and goes, really?
Just walked in. They're playing fancy.
Comes back with two other of her barmaiders who are begrudgingly carrying.
These are some interesting adventurers.
Trimmed. The actual bands that hold the wood together is in itself gold. The branding on the side is gold leafed into the wood. It's
There we go.
fine, exquisite. We're talking like top
Oh, with all this, we can do some pretty
Top
shortcutty shit. More like there's just not enough room to be able to do the whole thing, so it's very easy. Boom, we've done
He
it.
has business trips, which is how he hides it from Luke.
Ah, the classic excuse.
Walks away from the table.
I put it in the bag of holding.
It does not fit in the bag of holding.
What?
The barrel is too big. You barely
You
got.
can carry
You
it
barely
all.
got Dork the ox in
Strap
there.
that to your
Which,
But
for the
we
record,
got-
they
but-
did fit
but
the
we
small
did.
ox into the bag of holding, and then realized later on.
They put it.
I feel like we weren't going to discuss that. I felt that was in the past.
Maybe if we
never
drank some of it, it would fit.
Did they kill an ox? Because, like, bags of holding don't have air in them, do they? I don't think they have any air, do they?
Should we trade the troll dick or something?
I thought we like we used
Troll
this
dick?
weekend.
Offered it up, and by that time it had like turned into like a slimy.
Though he is taken care of by his uncle.
I thought we threw it at somebody.
Can I stalk Adra
Oh, an uncle.
and ask her where Gracespine Manor is?
On the mother's side, I assume?
Manor.
Because I'm guessing any uncle from the dad's side would either be immortal or just dead.
Follow me outside. Come, follow me. He walks out. He's got a little like an apron on, and as you guys leave outside, he brings you to the edge of the outer walkway of the central ring you're on. He points across the way, and what you can see is a series of marble pillars that outline what looks like a residential district that opens up and consumes the other side of the central ring of.
I need you here now.
So if you look past far in that way, you look for the house of Greyspine. It's the one that has dark black marble with gold tinting inside. The spiraling vein of the marble is gold. The gate
That's
outside is
nice.
wrought
When I
iron.
wrote in the uncle's character, I hadn't thought Henry would be this old, so I made his uncle Henry's twin.
That does seem to be a bit of a problem at the moment.
The real key point is, if you look in the front yard, you'll see a dwarven statue of the current Iron Keeper himself. So that's where you want to go.
You're very helpful, young man. Thank you.
Of course, if you give the chance.
Oh, what the fuck? How did we get here? I don't remember clicking on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You should give one all of us a copy so you will have multiple.
I don't have one.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll rewrite it. It's only a single line that states that.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty easy thing to retcon.
Alright, shall we go to the manor?
Do we want to do the manor right now? What time is it?
Wait, we never slept.
It's
5
probably.
or 6.
We gotta sleep.
I'll help you. I might not want to bug him when he's, having dinner.
Because let's be honest, that gate's gonna jack
No,
us up.
stop. It's a dick.
It's gonna be full of trouble.
So sweet.
Alright, yes, let's go sleep.
Let's sleep.
Wait,
It's only 6.
While before.
well, then we have
How
time
long
to
is
do
a
other
short rest?
things.
How long is a short rest?
I'll make it his mother's twin brother.
I want to take a short rest.
You've technically been short resting in the.
That makes sense.
It's more of like a post battle, like
What was it? Okay.
take a breather, bandage your wounds, kind of just settle yourself after a harrowing experience. That's more a short rest.
I'm sorry. What was the arcane mansion? The manor?
Oh, what you're looking for is
Here we
the
go.
House Thunderbrand.
I want to head in that direction.
Okay, so you're inviting from the party? Okay.
I'm going to House Thunderbrand if anybody wants to
What are you
come.
doing? I can't understand you with that popcorn in your mouth.
Sorry,
I would like
I'm,
to have
I'm
fun
going
with-
to House Thunderbrand before turning in for the evening.
Oh.
I've had a nice little short rest, and I would like to ask them a few questions.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Cool. You?
No,
Is there any recon that's going to happen
I
tonight?
think you and I.
There we go. There we go.
Any help?
Sure, you can come with
No,
us.
I don't want you to say yes.
No, we'll stealth our way.
But just a moment, Pike, you seem very distant. Are you alright?
Damn it, I always forget to change the fucking color.
You seem distracted.
Is she feeling ill? Does she need to lie down?
Pike is feeling, and for those who are curious in the chat room again, once again, like elements of this are house ruled, so don't complain.
Oh. Complainers.
We keep short rest at 10 minutes because it makes it move faster. Alright, so Pike is kind of going along. She seems to be a little distracted. She can't quite understand. She says, I don't know, I feel like I've been here before. It's hard to explain.
Ooh.
What?
Anyway,
Interesting.
go ahead and rest for the evening, and she heads back to the town.
What does that mean?
We'll find out next week.
But first, whores in the bedroom.
Lovely. Lovely.
Grog and I go in search of a, shall we say politely, whorehouse.
The polite term.
Ah, yes. What a delicate way to put it.
You find.
and I
Yeah. You guys make your way to
Shut up.
Is Grog gonna find someone his size?
Percy and I spent some time making some really nice.
There we go.
Going to make some beautiful comment cards.
What's his name?
His name
Oh, fuck, I completely forgot. He's supposed to have a weapon.
Percy is wonderful with calligraphy. You showed me.
Yes, thank you. Alright, so you get to that. You guys, you managed to find what's called the Stone's Pillow.
It needs to be above this layer.
Stone's Pillow. It's an establishment of comfort and ease, and will run you both for the evening as you are not Craghammer locals. 30 gold for the night each.
A bargain.
We'll take it.
30 gold each? Because they're fucking dwarves?
Bearded ladies.
They literally mine out the fucking gold.
The madam of that
They are rich.
due to a spectrum of ladies, mostly dwarven and very attractive, you know.
They're not
It's
gnomes,
a nice establishment. There is one gnome, one female gnome. There are a number of male dwarves as well that are standing at the ready. There is one elf that looks a little shy, and kind of like embarrassed of the glass. Yeah. So.
That's our choice.
Those are choices.
I'll take the tallest one.
I'll take a dwarf.
Okay.
Oh.
So you choose your lady. You take the tallest one, which will probably be the elf. You kind of like. As you walk into the shy elf, turns
Oh, that curve. The inner one is shit, but the outer one is pretty damn good.
You get manhandled in a way that you. You're gonna be sore in the morning. You're gonna be sore in the morning.
Thank you.
Welcome to Craghammer, gentlemen.
Welcome to Craghammer, I guess.
Both. Are you
Only bastards.
Are you
No.
doing?
We're gonna try to check out what it looks like.
Okay.
See what the guards are like.
Yeah, we'll pretend to take a stroll.
Yes.
Pose as a married couple.
Ew, no.
Ugh. Aren't they like siblings?
Wait, I just got the best idea. What if Luke's mother died in a fight with the devil?
Oh, but he never knew, and it's like a reveal.
In the entire kingdom. But pretending to
That
be my
that
wife.
seems like a good idea.
It's disgusting, so no.
Probably right.
These guys standards.
Okay. So we'll take a stroll.
Okay.
This fucking line is fucking with me.
It is dark and you see the redstone.
Fuck you, die. I want a straight line that isn't weird as shit.
These kind of street lamps that are throughout the entire location. As you begin to press.
There we go.
There's some nice homes that are carved into the side of the rock. There are some standalone homes that are built out of fine stone. You eventually make your way towards the nicer part of it, where you start seeing some of the more marble buildings, some of the more exotic stonework being used in the construction of the homes. You also notice 3 of the
There we go.
guards that are part of the city's establishment there are following you from behind curiously.
Uh-oh. The guards are like, who the fuck is this?
No weapons drawn, but definitely hands at the ready.
That shit. Still on the fucking eraser.
We're not going to go sneaking.
Louder.
Louder to the mic.
Let's say which ones are very obvious about being pretty, so we look like we're just sightseeing.
There's something wrong with this. It looks odd.
So as you continue to walk, eventually some of the dwarves approach.
I point and say, "Oh, look at that one with the carving! It's amazing."
The architecture is divine.
Divine.
Yes, be obviously a tourist. Positively divine.
Eve held Luke in her arms, staring in terror at the strange creature in front of her. Suddenly her husband Henry raced into the hospital room and glared at the beast.
Too far in districts you don't belong to. What's your business?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that looks even worse.
I'm so amazed by the architecture here. I wanted to see the beautiful sculpture.
We definitely are visitors here, sir. No one has explained, I guess, the rules to your city. We were just taking in the fantastic architecture and history.
I want him to have a hook. Well, not a hook, but a sickle. Because he's edgy as shit.
Either of you, whichever you prefer.
Only I was.
21.
That's good. All right.
Wow, well, pretty decent.
The guards come up to each other and the one that was talking to you, you can see now as you kind of get a little closer into the light, kind of a frazzled black beard, very, very tight braid that goes down to his belly button, all wearing the same basic chest plate, long black kind of velvet cloak behind, each carrying some heavy warhammer around the side of the belt. Steps up and says, "Well, just to tell you the rules here, if you're going to go ahead and wander at night in the very expensive district, you don't want to do it by yourself, because you either have chances of being mugged or arrested. We might have arrested you."
Oh no! I'm so sorry. Do we need protection?
And one of them looks over and sees the bear that is off in the shadows nearby.
Fucking giant-ass bear. Just a comically huge bear.
Please, he's quite harmless. In fact, he's very scared of most people.
He's completely trained. He does tricks.
He does. Trinket, show them your wonderful shake trick.
At which point, Trinket kind of like... shakes the whole body. He looks like confused.
What the fuck? Trigger's like, boss, I don't know what the fuck you're trying to get me to do.
Take a step back.
I would not do that.
That's all right. I would say, if that's your animal,
yes,
don't bring it here.
Please, keep the fucking giant-ass bear away from us. We would rather you not fucking bring that here. You bastard. Alright, yeah. Fuck it. He's just going to be like that.
Possibly go wrong.
Don't worry, he's a sweetheart.
He's adorable.
You hear in the distance.
I'm just gonna keep it at this. I'm not even going to do it background. Fuck that. So she got... She got fucking murked in the damn hospital room. She just gives birth to this child, and then a demon's like, "We'll fucking kick your ass." I'm assuming the demon was there because of Luke. Either that, or it was there to find Luke's dad. I guess. I'm assuming. There we go. That is my dude. That is... I haven't figured out a name for him, but I have a lot of lore set up for him. But there he is. He's done. I'm not even going to worry about shading right now, because I have no idea where the fucking light... the light would be. At least his proportions and, like, pose look better than my last attempt. Which I originally attempted to make my own PNG. Look at this fucking derpy ass motherfucker. Look at this derpy dumbass. Look at this derpy fucker. He's so stiff. He's so damn stiff. This guy looks a lot better. I think I have improved. His feet look stupid as shit. But if we put those out of frame,
Alright, Damson, you've got to get back.
he looks okay.
Oh, sorry. Look, we've done it out too much. Just follow us back. Go about your business. Don't linger here at night. And good luck.
Thank you so much.
Alright.
Make sure that they're...
What should we do? Should we do another little sketch, or should we just leave it there? Oh, fuck. I forgot something else that needs to be done. Because I'm dumb.
Am I currently being beaten by a whore dwarf right
Make a constitution check.
Constitution check?
Hang strong, buddy.
That's a mouthful. 18.
Whore dwarf.
Plus...
Whore dwarf. 20. Go with that.
I want to just make real quick a cake.
By the middle of hour 2. That happened. That's the first time.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Alright, so what do you guys roll? 20.
He rolled a 20, I rolled a 15.
As you guys begin.
'Cause he has like a cloak.
Actually, I'm thinking Luke's mother was a sentinel.
Oh.
I told you, it's dangerous down there.
She actually... She knew what was going on. She was a part of it.
I was wondering if maybe you could show me around the rest of the town.
He looks at the other guards and they're like, obviously fed up with his fighting, and they're not too keen on you guys. Well, you guys hold the posts. Tell me better quick walk around.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, but I'm gonna tell the boss.
Fine. Don't get this chance very often.
I wave off from the alley that I've snuck into.
Go do your
God.
You do your shit that you do.
Alright. In the meantime,
I don't like this one.
Tiberius. You ask around, and it takes
Yeah, though like her being with what amounts to an 8,000-year-old man is crazy.
Right over that
Yeah.
And it's completely wrong directions. It takes you a good 2 hours to eventually find your
Yeah, and she knows about it.
when you get there,
So she's into some weird shit.
white dome with small spires built into one of the more elevated ceilings of Craghammer proper. You can see on the outside there is no gate, it's just an open lawn.
Yeah.
You see grass. You see what looks like normally outside flora and fauna currently adorning the scape around this structure.
Whoa. Well, this is a lovely sight. I'm going to saunter on up to the door.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Well, perception check. He's about to run into a trap, isn't he? Oof.
Like my dude got that old man Riz lol.
Edge of the grass line, and get one step onto
The king of all Dilfs.
visible to you, a rather subtly carved dwarven rune in the ground. In fact, there's a bunch of them outlining the entirety of the grass. And as you're footing through, and you're like,
Oh, that's a dwarven rune.
That's a good voice.
I've been practicing my Tiberius. It's close. I'm working.
Damn, that is actually a really good impression. I thought the other guy was talking there.
You got it, Tiberius.
What is this?
Dexterity.
There we go.
That's
Bring this down.
all right. You managed to pull back to.
My man was there for every major historical event.
Bursts out from the rune in front of you.
Yep, and I'm guessing he's had other children.
You do suffer 8 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
Damn gated communities.
This is why we go to brothels instead of
Thousands.
sneaking around at night.
No lightning. It's a whole different
Yep, that means he's a Dilf. The king of all Dilfs.
Apparently this has some sort of security. Hello?
Did anything happen?
You wait about 2 or 3 minutes, no response.
Okay. 2 to 3 minutes. That's a long time.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're gonna respond to the crazy guy.
Yeah, very well. What are you two doing?
We're making comment
We're making
cards.
comment cards.
Yes.
You're all going to have comment cards that
Hugely
you are
important.
expected to fill out when you return back
Hugely
Yes.
to
important.
the bar.
Yes. Because what was it?
You have to fill out the comment cards.
Ballin was so nice. Ballin. He was so nice.
Dearest Bulba.
Do I see, what do I see around the Paris? Do I see any large, rocks or any kind of large, maybe pillars, maybe ruins, just set around those things that I could...
Best you can tell in this distance, it is fairly dark down here.
Now that you brought that up, I need to think why his father would have chose him and not any of his other children.
Each one of these spires
Oh,
is
he
very
chose him.
tall, alabaster spire that at the very top is crested with some sort of a bluish crystal that comes to a point.
Well,
To raise.
About as tall as the rest of the
oh, to raise. You could have it so that he's needing to raise him for a specific thing, which is happening only at this moment in time.
Just right in front of me. Kind of roll it, like bowling ball. Right up to the door.
Okay.
There's a baby right there.
You are 4 feet from the door.
Oh, I'm 4 feet from the door? I don't do that. I don't
You
do
can
that.
step back and do it.
Huh?
I'm only 4 feet from the door. Oh.
The hell?
It pushed you back 4 feet from the room you stepped on. Like you're not at the door.
Can I use that
Episode-
magical earring that we have?
Why can't I do the thing?
Tiberius kills himself.
Huh?
Well,
I should have come with you.
Bowl that fireball, dude.
Ooh!
Because you understood the
Can't be
importance
left
of
alone.
Dragonborn sorcerer, and everyone is level 9
I use
Oh, it's because I didn't put a lid on it and now it's fucking dying.
From that far away? Okay.
I did not put a lid on it. Shit.
The mage hand kind of creates
I'm an
energy
imbecile.
that kind of swirls up and forms this, loosely hand-like appendage that drifts towards. As soon as it crosses over the room where you stepped on.
Okay, that makes sense. He's raising him to be his successor.
Oh, his time is drawing to a close. Interesting.
Right. So as you coast
You're alone.
the glacial blast forward, the ice begins to congeal across the bottom of the floor.
Oh, and also, I was still on the eraser. That's probably why.
Barrier that's there, and then the ice that's up against the barrier.
Fuck's sake.
Extremely quickly drifting into a puddle of water.
I turned back and into the group.
Okay. As you turn around, there are 4 carvers that are hurrying towards you now.
Oh no.
Hammers out.
Oh, Jesus.
You! What?
Uh-oh.
He can only die by the hands of Lucifer himself.
You have attacked
Oh.
one of the great dwarven families of Craghammer. Name yourself and your business before you're under arrest. Don't speak to me in that manner. I am Tiberius Stormwind.
I'm snoring after having sex.
What? Damn it.
18.
Friggin-
Henry can sense the summoning of Lucifer is near.
Look at each other.
Oh.
Look,
Shit
just
is
very
about
much
to
on.
go down.
What's your business? I understand that, and I'm sorry for losing my temper. But I was just looking to ask questions of particular artifacts I've been looking for, and this house is the only known arcane house I know that I was pointed to. I tried to reach them and communicate, but I was stopped by this stupid rune I can't
Within
figure out.
3 to 5
I'm
years.
turning back to get to my tavern to get some rest and, come back and try to contact the family the next day.
Oh, that's not a lot of time.
24.
He's very mad.
New York City, I'm going to smash the doors.
The dwarf guards kind of look at each other again. One of them steps forward, and this guy, you can see now he has like more carvings into his armor. He looks to have a little more rank than the ones. And he steps forward, kind of ruddy brown beard, his eyes and stuff are pitch black. There's almost no color to the irises. He goes, "Look, let me off this once, but if you so much as spit in the direction of any other dwarf in this city, we're going to bury you so far underneath the dungeon that you won't see the light of day till the day you rot. You hear me, Dragonborn?"
I mean, yes, my hearing's perfectly fine.
I like how literal this character
His
takes
son is only
everything.
13, and he only has until he's 16 to 18.
Oh shit. That is not a lot of time at all.
Yes. You go ahead and make your way through the alleyways, eventually back towards the building proper. What would you like to do?
Just go to watch, that's all. See what do I see any security details, see who's guarding the place.
There are carvers doing rounds around the city, on the streets.
Especially with Henry's lifespan.
Keeping watch. You don't see any particular guard.
Yeah, this shit fucking snuck up on him fast, and he's like, oh shit, I have to do something immediately.
Not between the gates, like
Have a kid, a raised kid.
Heavily guarded by the looks of what's inside and what's outside the gate.
What's outside the gate, you're hard pressed to find a moment where the street isn't visible to some carver. This area is pretty well guarded. You figure largely because the person who is currently the Iron Keeper of the entire city of Craghammer lives within that building, as well as one of the more powerful dwarven families. So it's pretty well watched.
Okay. I'm just gonna head back to the inn then.
Okay.
I'm not gonna poke the bear.
You all eventually gather back at the tavern.
You're 13 now. We're going to give you hard training now.
Higgies, is that a gnomish STD? Yes. Yes.
Here we go. He's done now. We did it. That was me clapping. That wasn't anything else.
Success all around. Did you learn anything, Vex and Vax?
Huzzah! We did it. I like him. I think he looks pretty good. A pretty damn cool addition. Oh, poor Revan.
I'll get it.
It's a pretty damn cool addition to our, I'm going to get this to shut up now, right now. Let's get back to the music. There we go. But, yeah. I like it. I think it looks pretty damn good. Like I said before,
If Luke is not fit to rule the Sentinels, the world is doomed.
Oh no. That's a lot of responsibility, Luke. Yeah. I like this design. I like it how it turned out. Definitely not perfect, and definitely could use a little bit more work. But, you know, I think it's serviceable, and I like how it ended up. It definitely doesn't look as bad as it could. I mean, we have this as a reference of how bad it could look. This derpy, warped-headed looking motherfucker. So yeah. I like it. Looks pretty damn good, in my opinion. And I think that is all that I will be doing for
Like
tonight.
my man got what amounts to a blink in his lifetime to prepare his son.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he has a lot of time. But yeah, I think that's all I'll be doing for tonight. Tomorrow we will be doing more Halo. This time we will be going into Halo Combat Evolved. And it'll be the very first time I ever played it. The Breach I technically did play, but I didn't really catch any of the story because me and my siblings were being as loud as physically possible. But with Combat Evolved, never played it, not once. Haven't gone through it at all. So it'll be a completely new experience. That should be fun. We'll do some more drawing, same day, same time next week. But again, at 9 tomorrow we'll be doing some Reach. Then on Tuesday, that'll be my day off from streaming. Then on Wednesday, it'll be a variety stream. Thursday, the Warhammer stream. So yeah, pretty nice week set out ahead of us. But I do believe I shall be ending the stream now, because we did manage to complete the drawing much faster than I thought we would. Yes, good evening, and good sleep to you, Revan. But I do have work tomorrow, so let's find someone to raid real quick. Oh, Dusa Greco is playing a little bit of I need to plug in my stinking keyboard again, damn it. But she's playing a little bit of where is it? Of Warframe. I don't think there's anyone that I follow doing any art stuff at the moment. Where is your cord? This is ridiculous. There you are. Here we are. I just need to set up the raid message. And all the stuff. not raise. Raid. Well, I hope to see all of you again next time. I hope you all have a wonderful night. So long, and have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, morning, whatever it is for you. Remember to stand strong, stand tall, and stand together. Good night, Chaos Cavaliers. And the raid message. I keep on forgetting the raid message. This time I will not forget it. I just have a timer. I need to remember to do this because... Ooh, I have a perfect message. I know no one's going to do the subscriber one except me, because no one subscribed to me, and that's probably not going to happen for a very long time. But there we
Haddisk
go.
13 Cavaliers go raiding. Haddisk 13 Cavaliers go raiding. Haddisk 13 Cavaliers go raiding. Chaos March. Haddisk 13 Cavaliers
Chaos
go
March,
raiding.
that's-
Haddisk 13
I like that one.
Cavaliers go raiding. Haddisk 13 Cavaliers go raiding.
It died. And then the one for just follows. I'm running out of time. There we go. See you all. Good night.